God is still working miracles as he did in the days of old. We may not see it to that extent anymore, but we can be rest assured that God is still doing miracles. You know, a lot of times you'll see great miracles being done, very few and far between, depending on where you're at. You may see those things in poorer countries where people are singing of the praises and talking about great miracles that's being done. Why is it that in countries such as the United States, you know, just other great countries and other places, these things are not happening? Well, one of the reasons is this: people no longer need God like that. These are countries where there's so much available that people feel like they don't need God. They put God on the back burner. The belief in his miracles and things like that has been replaced with technology and all the little things, robotics. Everything that you need is at the tip of your fingers. It could be just with a swipe of your finger, you know, putting something into a program, you know, having some sort of an AI device that can tell you all there is to tell you. And I'm here to tell you, it's not that God cannot do miracles anymore, but we're in a time where people are no longer looking to God. There are too many things to distract and to keep them occupied. There are too many fillers and things in the middle, so they cannot know God in that way. People in poor countries are desperate for God. They have nothing. They have nothing. So because they have nothing, and really not, they have things, right? They have the basic things. They live very simple lives. And so they're able to truly seek God wholeheartedly. And so they experience these miracles. They experience the presence of God that way because they're not distracted, and the condition, there's not enough around them to sort of change their minds and cause them to become conformed to all the distractions that goes on in countries that I live in. I'm in the United States, so there's a lot here, and you guys know that as well. Other things that keeps people from experiencing the miracles of God is if you are in countries or in places or an environment, and it can even happen in the United States, where it's saturated by witchcraft. It's saturated by the demonic. People who, they're countries where witchcraft, voodoo, things of that nature, the occult, it's at high intensity there. So it makes it very difficult because you're going against something that's dark. And so people are afraid even to do anything that's related to Christ or talking about God in those environments. But I want you to know that God is still a miracle worker. God is still doing the impossible. God is still able to do more than you can ask or think. We are able to experience his miracles in our lives. You can basically, regardless of the country you're in, the environment that you're in, you can experience the miracles of God if you yourself push to know him. You make yourself available to him so that he begins to reveal himself. You see, revelation is something that slowly comes. It slowly reveals itself as you make yourself available. God can still work miracles in your life. God can still do the impossible. God can still do the unthinkable. It's a matter of how much you dedicate yourself to knowing him. That's going to be the contributing factor as far as how much you will experience in his life, in your life. God still works miracles. What and how much you will get totally depends on you. All right, guys, don't forget to like, to share, and to subscribe. Peace out.